Right, so the MacBook lineup right now is kind of a mess when it comes to the pricing because of course the 14-inch MacBook Pro was $200 more than we thought, and so now there's a massive gap between the base M1 model at $1,299 and the 14-inch MacBook Pro at the whopping $2,000 price mark. And so to fix this massive price gap, I think Apple could release a 15-inch MacBook Air, and so in this video, let's delve into why. But first, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. And with that being said, let's just tuck in. So my first reason as to why this should exist is pretty simple, and that is, this is the perfect MacBook that bridges the gap between the Pro machines and the entry-level machines. You see, right now the M1 MacBook Pro seems kinda redundant in the entry-level lineup because you're basically getting 98% of what that MacBook Pro offers in the MacBook Air, and of course that 2% covers the touch bar and the better battery life. And well, not many really care about that. But of course, many would get a 15-inch MacBook Air because for one, you get a much larger panel. This would be a massive incentive for many consumers, including myself. But also along with that, you get the advantages of a bigger body, which are better speakers, better thermals, and of course much better battery life. And yeah, that could be the big thing for the 15-inch MacBook Air because the 16-inch MacBook Pro has 21 hours of battery life, but it's only 1 hour more than the M1 MacBook Pro because of course it has a less efficient chip. But the M2 chip should be prioritizing efficiency, and so couple that with the physically larger battery and we can expect some pretty amazing battery life. But another reason why I think the 15-inch Air would be perfect is of course the price, because this would sit at $1,499. Now yes, I know some of you guys might think that's a little expensive, but do note, the 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pros are identical when it comes to the performance, but Apple's still charging $500 more for the bigger size. And so I do think Apple's going to apply the same to this MacBook Air. So we have the 13-inch at $999, and then the 15-inch is a $500 jump. And just like that, this would fix the MacBook lineup because now you have a device right in the middle at that $1,499 price point. But of course, this price point depends on Apple not increasing the price of the regular MacBook Air, and of course, since we saw a price hike with the MacBook Pros, I would not be surprised if Apple does increase the price of the 13-inch, and so that means the 15-inch could be slightly more expensive than we thought. But anyways, I know many who like the size of the 16-inch, but do not need the power. That includes myself. I do not need the M1 Pro or the M1 Max, but I want the bigger form factor, and so I do think a 15-inch MacBook Air would be the ideal machine for many consumers. And also, I do remember seeing a leaked memo from Steve Jobs where he mentioned a 15-inch MacBook Air was in the works. And so Apple has been thinking of doing a bigger MacBook Air for years now, and I think it's time to release one. But tell me in the comments below, guys, do you think Apple should release a bigger MacBook Air? Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. Check out the video in the card above on details regarding the M1 Max iMac. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps.